What's up, everybody? Welcome to Save Crystal Gaming and welcome to another video. This time around we are going to be reacting to another vampire robot video, but it's buying video games at a Kmart store in 2000. And right off the bat over here I see some of the fantastic color series of the Nintendo 64 consoles. It's kind of hard to see with the quality of some of these games, but let's go ahead, let's not waste any time, let's get in this. Game Boy Color, Power Rangers, Tony Hawk, Pokemon Yellow. Maybe the kid's dad just told him, "You're not getting anything today, buddy," because that was pretty quick. Some computer games. Look at these strategy guides. Hold up. Smackdown, the original. Dino Crisis, yes. Siphon Filter 2. I love Siphon Filter 2. Ready to Rumble. Star Wars, I think that's up top. Diablo. NCAA Game Breaker 2001 poster there. I don't know if you guys could see that or not because my head was kind of in the way. What you looking at? What you got? Nintendo 64 controllers. Or you might be looking at that Game Boy. What is that? Game Boy? Oh, I see a Dreamcast over there to his right. Oh wow, so here, oh, I'm in the way. Let me move me here real quick. Alright, we're gonna hang out over here now. Over here, look, he got some used Super Nintendo games. Super Mario World over here. I don't really know what that is. I didn't know Kmart sold used games. Yeah, there's quite a bit there. Got some PlayStation games over here. I see Madden 2001. Which that game looked like absolute trash on the PlayStation 1. The PS2, night and day. Oh man, now... Oh, no, never mind, Dad. Come on, bud. You gotta wait till Christmas. Yeah, your birthday's coming up. Look at him, he sees something in there. He's probably like, why are you recording me? Vintage, man. Vintage. I hated those types of headphones though, because they would always pull your hair. Spyro Ripto's Rage. We've got Digimon. Medieval 2. I wonder how people felt about Medieval 2. I never played the second one. I messed around with the first one a little bit. Speaking of sequels, I liked Spyro 2, but I preferred the first. This kid's back, and this time he's... Yo, did they really not lock these back? Every store I knew of, they locked these. He's really debating on something here. Tomb Raider Game Boy Color. NBA Hang Time, a U64 game. WCW NWO Revenge. Down to the bottom right. Come on. What you waiting on? I'm anxious to see what the kid gets. Turok 2. Look, he's like guarding it. Nobody else can get anything out of here until I get the game that I want. Well, oh, he's reaching. He's reaching. Game Boy? Kid, what are you doing? Like, you're making me mad at this point. Like, what are you... He's peeking around the pillar. Who knows? Maybe he thinks he's about to be kidnapped. Like, freaking pick a game, kid. And there's the inconvenient pole in the middle of the aisle. Imagine being the person that's got to clean those glass doors. This kid's got his fingers all over it. The console ones are locked. Yeah, these ones just slide. Man, still to this day, the best Spider-Man game I've ever played. I don't care. I love Dino Crisis, man. In my top 5 PlayStation games of all time. If you haven't watched that video yet, go check it out. Includes the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis demo disc. That was the first time I ever played Resident Evil 3. That demo would always end at the police station, too. I played the heck out of it till I actually got the real game. Alright, we've left the video games. We are now walking through Kmart. What are we doing? Alright, so we're on to the next video. This is Target in 2002, the video game aisle from Vampire Robot. Look at this setup, man. I miss this. We have an Xbox section, a PlayStation 2, and a GameCube. And usually you could play games on these or watch videos. NFL Fever. Back when we had more options. The early days, baby. Yeah, back when we had more options instead of just Madden. I wonder if somebody has one of these still to this day. Did somebody like rip this out of a Target and somehow they have it? Because, man, that would be cool. And I wouldn't put it past anybody because there's people out there that have crazy stuff from stores, and it's really worth some money, man. Some cool things that a lot of this stuff just eventually got thrown away, I'm assuming. Yeah. Some of those said movie length and some of them said playtime. "10-minute playtime" I'm seeing for some of those. Spider-Man off of the movie, man. That was a good movie. Never cared for the game. Dino Stalker. We've got Rygar for PS2 up top. Never played it. I have it. I found it at a Goodwill. I have not played Rygar outside of the NES. Man, SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. I got that one year for my birthday with a PS2. Greatest day ever. That alone, that cover gives me so much nostalgia. Over there was Scooby-Doo, Night of is it 1,000 Frights or 100 Frights? I can't remember. But It's okay. I think the best Scooby-Doo games were the GameCube ones. I had a Game Boy Advance. I had the indigo colored one, like the GameCube. I don't know, I never really cared for it. It was like my desperation when I was so bored. If we went on a family trip or something in the car, that was my go-to. It was, to me, it was never, and not that it was supposed to be, it was never even close to a console game. And now with the Switch, you know, we're so spoiled, but that's what I kind of wished the Game Boy Advance would have been. But obviously, we weren't there yet. Grand Theft Auto Vice City 3 there beside it to the right. I've played both, but I had more experience with 3. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX? Hold on. I have never heard or seen this before. What? I'm assuming Activision made it. I think I can see their logo down here too. I mean, because it's got basically the same cover as the Tony Hawk games, but I've never heard or seen that before, ever. Vice City Strategy Guide, which we can also see down in the bottom left now. We can see the Xbox consoles in the background there. I'm so surprised, like, that the Xbox is sitting there and then the GameCube now over here. Well, it was on the left. Um, they're not behind glass. Oh, you know what? I didn't even notice this. Here's the actual consoles. It's pretty, I mean, that is awesome with the lighting. I love kiosks. I don't really even have one myself. I would love to have one. They're a little bit too much than I'm wanting to pay for. Okay, our final video today is buying video games at a mall in 2002. You already know who the video's by, so let's check this out. This store's got movies and video games, so I'm curious what this is. Like, what is this store in the mall? Grand Theft Auto 3. See, I wish more stores were like this, where they had games in like an actual protective case. That way, because you know, you like to pick up the game and look at it, not stare at the front cover behind glass. You know, this was a good way to do it. Same when you went to rent a movie, you wanted to pick up the VHS and turn it around and look at the back. And oh, this is FYE. Okay, I see that now. But yeah, you wanted to actually look at the front and back of this. I remember seeing WrestleMania, the arcade game for PlayStation 1, in one of these bubble-styled plastic things. I remember seeing that at an Ames one time. I know somebody that's got one of these Nintendo kiosks, and man, super jealous of that. Top 10 video games. Number 2. Show me number 1. What's number 1? Number 1. Medal of Honor. Bruce Lee at 3, huh? Gran Turismo 4. WrestleMania 18 for the GameCube at 6. Spider-Man 8. Eternal Darkness, I think, is 9. I think the cameraman's really trying to decide if he wants to leave with Grand Theft Auto 3. Alright guys, that's going to do it for another video where we were just checking out this old stuff. Man, this brings back a lot of memories to me. I say it all the time, I'm all about nostalgia, and I hope this is bringing stuff back to you. Go subscribe to Vampire Robot. There is not just video game stuff, just retro stores and shopping. If you know, you're older, if you're old enough to remember a Kmart or stuff like that, man, this is just so good to go back and see. And I have no idea why anybody would want to film this stuff, but I'm so glad that they did, because this is a time capsule. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in whatever it is that I do next, because you never know.